First, I want to thank our party at the national for all the support they've given to Abia PDP. We had a situation a few weeks ago that the national party handled effectively, and today we have a replacement in my person as your candidate for the gubernatorial elections come March 11th. Let me also thank the leadership of our party in the state for deep consultations and consensus which led to my emergence. Your Excellency, I want to assure you today that our party in Abia is more united and even stronger. Your Excellency, I can assure you that the numbers that will come out from Abia will shock you. We insist on 5/5 in Abia PDP. Abia, Mamano, Kelenu, we are going to consolidate on the gains made so far by the present administration to take Abia State to the next level. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the incoming governor of Abia State. Mr. National Chairman, sir.
Let me also recognize in a very special way the chairman of ABOT, son of the soil, Senator Adolphus Wawara. Our party faithfuls, Ndabiadum Ndewon. First and foremost, let me, in a very special way, welcome His Excellency, the incoming President of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku and your entourage, on behalf of members of the Atiku Presidential Campaign Council for Abia State. I also want to, on behalf of government of PDP in Abia State, also welcome you, and indeed, all our party faithful in Abia State, you are welcome to God's own state. Your Excellency, the incoming president, first let me remind you, that since 1999 till date, Abia State has been a PDP state. I also want to remind you, Your Excellency, that this is the home state of the chairman of ABOT. This is the home state of the former governor, who is also the Director General of Atiku Campaign Organization for the entire Southeast. And here, the government in power in Abia State is PDP. The essence of this, Your Excellency, is to let you know that Abia State is PDP and PDP is Abia State. We have done all that we need to do, and we will continue to do that. I want to tell you, Your Excellency, be rest assured that Abia State, like before, we are going to deliver. We are going to deliver our candidates end to end. 5/5. The result that you are going to get in Abia State, I am very, very sure you will be highly impressed. And for Abia, the man that is standing as our incoming president is the best and the known unifier that we have not ever seen in this country. A man that has been tested, trusted. He's been once 8 years as vice president. We know all his inputs while in office. What he's going to do for this nation, we already know. I don't think there is any other person that is parading himself as a presidential candidate of any party that can equate both in character, both in experience and everything to our own presidential candidate. So I will therefore indulge and request that every member of our party, let's continue to go from one door to another door to ensure that we campaign for our candidates. At the end of the day, all that we will get will be success. Jesus.
Thank you, Your Excellency. PDP!
Thank you very much. For want of time, I will restrict my protocol to the incoming president of this great country, our brother, the vice president in those days, Atiku Abubakar, and our incoming vice presidential or vice president in the person of my brother Okowa. And of course, I can't do without recognizing our state chairman. Now, rest of the existing protocol so that I will not confuse issues. We have before us today in Abia, PDP, PDP, part of the people, I am wearing the Titian time, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Oh, the unifier. He is the unifier Nigeria has been waiting for. The Messiah. Because in 2015, PDP lost the election to APC by emotional judgment of voting. Emotional, all the very emotional. And we are paying dearly for it today. And we don't want to suffer that anymore. So the mess that our judgmental error in 2015 caused is what this great man and his vice will be coming in to rectify. They don't have to refer to the APC government or using that as an excuse. From day one, they will hit the ground running. And the good news again, would have I discussed with Mr. President, incoming Mr. President, that this flooding we are all suffering in Nigeria, and we have been suffering from flooding for some years now. He's not going to be paying lip service to it. He's not going to visit victims of flooding, but he's going to tackle the issues of flooding at source. So that from that Cameroon, within the next 2 years, it will solve that problem, and flooding from that angle will be a thing of the past. And the good news for us in the Igbo, is that that within the first 100 days in office, that he's going to release our son unconditionally. Our son is going to release him unconditionally. And he's a man of his words. Yeah, Atiku does not fear anybody other than God. So he's there to do the right thing. He is the Messiah. So to end up, if you love Nigeria, vote PDP. If you are PDP, vote PDP. If you vote PDP, vote PDP. Vote for your destiny. And that destiny will be brought to all of us by the team of Atiku and Okowa. And of course, our great national chairman. Having said so, I want to thank all of you for coming. We are here. May I appeal to President Atiku that it is not the crowd you are seeing here. This is just a test of the change in Naira and no petrol. In my local government, 20 buses are still there. They've not been able to even leave because of lack of petrol. But we are very happy that we will see this crowd here, and you can be rest assured that we will vote Atiku and we will vote 5/5. That's our slogan. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the chairman of the Board of Trustees.
Ọ bụ onye ga-egbochi ọlọmachukwu, egbochi ọlọmachukwu ka ọ ghara ịga n'ihu. Ọ bụ onye ga-egbochi ọlọmachukwu. Today we are here with you for one particular purpose, to tell you that we have a man who is ready to improve your businesses, a man who knows what it is to look for money to do business. And the man has made up his mind that Abia people are his own, and he's going to make money available to all traders to support their business. He's going to make money available for our farmers so that there will be abundance of food in Abia and also in Nigeria. He's a man who is saying that no more will it be allowed for our children to be out of school. That he doesn't want any ASU strike anymore. He's a man that said he's going to sit down with Southeast people and ensure that this insecurity in Nigeria will stop. He's going to negotiate with everybody. He's going to call them to a round table to see that insecurity ends in Nigeria. But most importantly, in Southeast. He loves Southeast, he loves Igbo people, he believes in Igbo people, and he is saying it, that he wants water for all. If you look around you, you can't even drink water. If you look around you, our hospitals are bad. And that man is saying that he's coming with our brother Atiku to rescue, rebuild, and rebrand Nigeria. And his name is Mazi Atiku Abubakar. He's a man that you should believe in. He's a man that is the roadway for Southeast, for the Igbo-speaking people, whether in South or in Southeast, to rule Nigeria. He's the hope for us to rule this country. And for that reason, I, and on behalf of my colleagues in South and Southeast and all over Nigeria, are saying, Atiku, we want you. Atiku, you are the one we need to rebuild Nigeria, to unify the disunited Nigeria, to rescue Nigeria, and ensure that those our children that cannot go to school will be back to school. Having said that, Abia, are you ready? Yeah. Abia, are you ready? Yeah. Abia, are you ready? If you are ready to vote for Atiku and if Atiku Okonwa, your brother, raise up your hands.
National Legal Advisor and all the officers of the party, they are here with
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say the better days.
God bless you all. We are indeed very glad to be here, and more so, having heard from the Deputy Governor of the state, the Chairman of the party, and all the leaders that have spoken, that Abia is PDP and PDP is Abia. I appreciate the slogan of the campaign here in Abia. That is 5, I didn't hear you, 5, 5. Those who do, that will do 5 over 5, raise your hands. 5 over 5. Thank you very much. Let me therefore commend my deputy, the Deputy Chairman of PDP Governors Forum and Governor of Abia State, Dr. Ikpeazu, for being as democratic as he has been. The Deputy Governor has addressed us. The candidate of the party for the state is here to receive his flag from the National Chairman of our party, Dr. Umuahia. And also, virtually all the National Assembly candidates are here, and the State House of Assembly candidates. It is therefore clear that Abia PDP is one family working together for the victory of our party. United we stand, divided we fall, and we are united here in Abia State. Very soon, our candidate and incoming president will address you on issues of restructuring, on issues of unification of Nigeria, on issues of national security, and on issues of education, youth empowerment, women empowerment, and rest assured that whatever commitment Atiku gives you today, take it to the bank, because he is a man of his words, and he is prepared to reunify Nigeria and recover Nigeria for it to be repositioned for growth and development. He is very aware of the needs and issues of Abia people, just as he is aware of the needs and issues of the Southeast and indeed Nigeria. He is the candidate to beat, and by the grace of God, he will emerge and we shall celebrate Atiku Abubakar and Okowa as President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria with the support of the people of Abia State. And therefore, thank you very much. And I believe that we have a date with history here in Abia come February 25th, that Atiku Okowa will emerge victorious and all our National Assembly candidates, and in March, our government will emerge with the State Assembly members. God bless you. PDP! PDP! Power to the youth, power to the women. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Please, can we give another round of applause to the Director General?
Former local government chairman, and by the grace of the Almighty God, I stand upon just like a solid rock, in conformity with the archangel in heaven, under the guidance and canopy of the Holy Spirit, the next Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa.
PDP 5/5. Ndị Abia ana m ekele unu mmanụ ndewonu. PDP, you are not responding. No, PDP.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
PDP.
Ana m ekele ndị si pati anyị, particularly Ochendu Global. Ochendu Global, Senator T.A. Oji. Ana m ekele Senator Adolphus Mabara, Board of Trustees Chairman. Na-ekelekwa Chief Onyema Ogochukwu na ndị isi ndị ọzọ na-achị pati anyị na Abia Steeti. Ana m ekele ụmụ nwanyị, na-ekelekwa ndị ikorobịa, na-ekele unu nne maka ọrụ ọma nọ n'alụ na Abia. But what we are seeing here today, we want to plead with us that we must work very, very hard. I agree that the sun has been much and you have been standing here since. We are very sorry about that. But we are begging you, it is time to work. I am one of your own. I've been going around Nigeria, and I know that Nigeria has said yes to PDP. Nigeria has already said yes to PDP. We cannot afford as a people in the Southeast to be in the opposition anymore. Because PDP, by the special grace of God, will win the 25th February election. and Atiku will be president. And by the grace of God, I will be vice president. But it's important that Abia State is counted when the numbers are being counted. We know that the Southeast has suffered under the APC leadership. There is no doubt that we have suffered because we have not had any reasonable position. And that is why Atiku has said he wants to unite Nigeria, a Nigeria where every part of the country is included in governance. How can you tell us today, under the APC leadership, that when you have all the security agencies meet, there is no Igbo man that is seated in their midst, nobody from the Southeast? That is not the Nigeria we dreamt of. And that was not the Nigeria we ran under the PDP from 1999 to 2015. We want to restore the dignity of the Igbo man. And I believe that with the PDP government, which will come into place from May 29, 2023, with Atiku at the head, and myself, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, as his vice, we will restore the dignity of the Igbo man. Because beyond what is coming to the Southeast, I am also your own. And what is due the Southeast, we must fight for it, and we are sure that you receive all that you want. We've seen the paper, this document, and the requests that have been made. You have not asked for anything that is abnormal, and whatever is there is doable. And I know that His Excellency Atiku and myself working with him will be able to fulfill all the promises here concerning the rail line from Port Harcourt to Abia and concerning the Ikpeazu to Port Harcourt to Akwa Ibom. And all this will be done because we know what is right for our people. Atiku is a man who is fair, and he's fair to all. He's a man who is ready to work with the Christians and to work with the Muslims alike. God did not make a mistake in bringing into Nigeria both the Muslim faith and the Christian faith, and they are all in like numbers in this country. So the president we want is the president that can unite both the Christians and the Muslims to make life better for each and every one of us. It is not time to speak about, oh, why must it be Muslims? Why must it be Christians? It must be a fight between Muslims and Christians. We are not ready to fight. But we say no to a Muslim ticket because that is not representative of Nigeria. But we know that Atiku Abubakar, though a Muslim, is in love with many Christians. Ask questions, you will know. You cannot make somebody your doctor, the doctor that looks after you, if you don't trust him. His doctor is an Igbo man. That is because he has love and trust for him. And his doctor is a Christian. And I know that I confess for myself, I confess the Christian faith. And I'm a Christian. And I know that we can work together to make Christians and Muslims live together and to develop Nigeria together. I want to assure you that beyond the fact that I'm one of your own and I'm vice president, by the grace of God, the Igbos will also have a very meaningful position in the 6 positions that are distributable to the 6 zones. So you'll be having 2 at a time. And beyond that, we will ensure by the grace of God that when it comes to ministerial appointments, they will not push you behind. They will give you ministerial appointments that can be useful to you and useful to Nigeria. All we need to do is to cast our vote right. Please, I want to beg us. We must not make the mistake of dividing the votes of the other parties because APC is in power at the moment. But we want to take them out because they have not done well and they are presenting the same fake ticket. And in taking them out, the opposition must be united to fight that battle. And in staying united, we can only stay united under the PDP so that we're able to fight that battle and to take APC out. I beg all of us. This is a task that we must all do together if we want a reassuring Nigeria where you and I can grow, where there is hope for our people. Atiku has promised under the PDP government that is going to raise $10 billion US to be able to provide support for the youths and our women who are into business to support your businesses. And I know that that is where the strength of our people in the Southeast lies. And I know that he's going to keep to this promise faithfully. We must support him because he's the candidate that will win the election by the special grace of God. Let us not make mistakes, my brothers. I thank you, Nnekenono, Kono Seputata. I thank you so much. But from today up to February 25th, we must continue to take the campaign to the people. Please don't be dull about it, don't be afraid, because you are voting on the right cause. You are in the right party. Vote the umbrella, because the victory will come and you'll be happy that you voted for the PDP. PDP, part of the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give again Okowa another round of applause? What Governor Okowa is telling the Southeasterners is that for the price of one, you can get two. You will vote for your own vice president and also get one of the 6 choicest positions in Nigeria. So PDP is the only party that is offering the Igbos buy one, get one free. By the grace of God, you know Ifeanyi is not a Yoruba name, Ifeanyi is not a Kanuri name, Ifeanyi is not a Fulani name, Ifeanyi na Igbo name. Ladies and gentlemen, before I bring in the national chairman, I want to say, when people say yes, nobody can say no. When people say yes, nobody can say no. When people say yes, APC can say no. When people say yes, APC can say no.
By sending my condolences to the family of Professor Ikpeazu, our candidate that we lost a few weeks ago. And that condolence extends to the whole of the people of Abia State. We are very sad, but we reacted immediately to give you a worthy replacement. Let me assure you that this party, when we formed it in 1998, had prominent participation by Igbo sons. Our leader was no other than Dr. Alex Ekweme. The Igbos played a key role. I want the younger generation of Igbo people to come forward and show leadership. The Southeast people need outstanding leaders who will engage with the rest of Nigeria and bring benefit to their people. Voting Labour Party will not help you. It will be helping Bola Tinubu, who will marginalize you for the next 8 years, and another marginalization will take place for the next 16 years. Is that what you want? No. The only party, therefore, available for you is the People's Democratic Party, which is an organic party, which is the party of the people, and that is why when I see people like you, I'm happy. Because PDP is the only party that no individual owns. It's the party owned by the people, for the people, and will work for the people. And therefore, no single individual or group of individuals can destabilize this party, because it is owned by the people, and that is why we call it the People's Democratic Party. This is the only party that will give you victory, that will make sure you achieve the development goals that you desire. Let me at this juncture tell you that the other party is an alliance. All they know is distortion of truth. All they know is propaganda, lies. And that is why even if you say anything, they go and use electronic machine and distort what you say. I want to repeat here, in Umuahia in Abia State, that the APC, called the All Progressive Congress, has brought shame to Nigeria. It is the only party that has come in and everything has deteriorated. Today, rice that was 8,000, rice is now 50,000 a bag. Today you can't buy diesel, you can't buy kerosene, you can't buy fuel. And even the Naira, they have bastardized it. The APC is a party that is in different fractions. They are fighting among themselves, they are the ones suffering you. The design of the currency is their policy, it's not the policy of the PDP. If you are suffering, blame the APC. We have no hand in it. When we come in, we correct all these ills and restore and recover Nigeria for the benefit of the ordinary people. I have not come here to give you a long speech, but as I have said, APC has brought shame to this country and to the ordinary people. They have brought suffering. Therefore, all of you should come together and get rid of this evil party. It is on this note that I'm calling on you to vote all our candidates from Atiku, who will lead the recovery program of the country. Vote for Umuahia, our new governorship candidate in Abia State, because you will see development under him. Vote all our candidates. Vote all our senators, members of the House of Representatives, members of the House of Assembly, so that together we can bring progress. I am therefore at this juncture calling on the next governor of Abia State, Umuahia, to come forward and collect the flag of the party and go forward and conquer. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Nigeria will rise again. I believe. Atiku will rescue Nigeria. Atiku the unifier. With Atiku, Nigeria will rise again. I believe. Yes, I believe. I will vote for Atiku. He will make things better. I will vote for Atiku. I am Atikulated. I will vote for Atiku.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, details of our vice presidential candidates who on their way to this place yesterday were ambushed and we lost 3 of them. Well, may we just please, in their honor, have 1 minute of silence. May the soul of these glorious heroes rest in perfect peace. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love Atiku, clap your hands. If you love Okowa, clap your hands. If you know you will vote, and you will vote PDP, if you know you will vote, clap your hands. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to listen to the golden voice of the man that will bring power back to the southeast, the man that will give the Igbos a pride in their country again, the man that will take away insurgents, fighting, violence, and killings. the man that will restore the glory of the common man in Igbo land. Atiku!
PDP power. PDP! PDP! I can't hear you, please. PDP! Igbo Kwenu! Igbo Kwenu! Abia Kwenu! Oh, we will answer now. Now, let me thank you very much for being here today. We are aware of the challenges you have faced in the last few weeks over the change of the currency, over scarcity of petroleum products. So many of our supporters could not come here. So it's quite understandable that the attendance is not commensurate with what we know of Abia, because Abia is PDP and PDP is Abia. In spite of that, we are very, very optimistic that in the forthcoming elections, you will come out and cast your vote for PDP. You have every reason to cast your vote for PDP. Because let me tell you, PDP is going to win. PDP is going to win. Therefore, it is better you are on a winning ticket than on a ticket that cannot take you anywhere. I therefore will appeal to you not to be distracted by other political parties who may be playing either religious or ethnic card. In PDP, we have no religious or ethnic card. We play a Nigerian card. A card that will bring everybody on board, and a card that will have a sense of belonging to every part of this country, to every religion, to every ethnicity. So I want to appeal to you, Abia people, to make sure you remain PDP and PDP remains Abia's party. I have seen a number of requests that you have made here. These requests are legitimate and they fall within our policy, which we tag as covenant with Nigerians, meaning our promise to Nigerians. The issue of railway is there. You know, the issue of also federal rehabilitation of federal roads is also there. I remember in 2019 when I came here, I addressed the group of businessmen from the Southeast generally, because Abia is the capital of the Southeast as far as business is concerned. And I remember I addressed all Igbo businessmen in this city. And in that address, I promised them that I was going to support them and I was going to set aside a lot of money for the rehabilitation of the businesses in Abia. So it is still there. And my vice president has announced that we are going to set aside $10 billion US to make sure that we support businesses, particularly in this part of the country. Now, there is something I want to say about the Abia dry port. Many of you may not be aware, but I was one of those as vice president who approved that dry port. So the promoters know that I am, but for me, they will not have gotten the approval to set up that dry port. It will only be my pleasure to make sure that that dry port functions and is operational. So, my fellow brothers and sisters and people of Abia State, I want to appeal to you, take this appeal to those who are not here today, that we PDP will be prepared to give Abia what Abians want. It is not an issue of ethnicity, it is not an issue of religion, but it is an issue of good governance. And you can all bear witness, when PDP was governing, Nigeria was prospering. That is the time Nigeria became the biggest economy in Africa. We created more jobs. We created more prosperity for everybody in this country. We brought about peace and we brought about unity. There was no question of people saying, oh, we are marginalized and we are not represented and so on and so forth. We provided a balanced leadership to this country. So on records, you have no reason not to vote for PDP. Please take this message to your respective corners in this state. We thank you very much indeed for coming out in spite of all the challenges we are facing today. Thank you very much. God bless you all. PDP! Power. PDP! Power to the people! Power to the Abians! Thank you.